is what we're hearing from this group is reinforcement of the way we did it at the Department of Education, quite frankly, in terms of the approach taken. The whole point of the Clery Act is that it creates a roadmap for improved campus safety and crime prevention. It's not a twisted test just to see if you can find a way to comply. One of the points that I make all the time is that about 90% of compliance simply happens when you do the right things well. Okay, we say that all the time at the department. I always make the point I'll be taking the collective we, using the collective we probably for the next 5 years. Fortunately, I do it with the indulgence and even sometimes the support of the agency. But it is a key organizing principle because schools should be asking themselves, when we do these things, in addition to the mere compliance requirement, why are we doing them the way that we do them? What is it about this that's actually making people safer? There are a few pieces of the law, quite frankly, that you just have to do. And they aren't necessarily just going to do themselves or happen automatically by doing the right things well. That's why I say 90%. That last 10% can be a bit annoying. But most of the rest of the policies, procedures, practices, the programming that you have to put on, all exists for very real points. The history of the Clery Act is a history of expansion. It's expanded because it's had to deal with new problems. Congress is always looking at the next thing. I've been talking about for years, as you well know, that if schools didn't do something about hazing, Congress was going to do it for them. And now it has. And you might not like their solutions in some cases. The same is going to happen with mental health and suicide prevention. Behind that is the whole problem of deferred maintenance in higher education. What do all those things have in common? All have a direct line back to the concept of administrative capability and enterprise risk management. I'll leave folks with this from that standpoint. We were just talking to a campus leader about this just a little while ago. You should look at the very public-facing parts of your Clery program and ask, would this stand up to rigor? Would this stand up to review if, God forbid, something happened on this campus whereby all of this, we're on the major network news or all of the major internet sites and social media? Would your program stand up to review and scrutiny by the public, politicians, right? Your own stakeholders and community members, and quite frankly, the plaintiff's bar, right? We have had cases at the department and we've dealt with people in our consulting capacity who have had the experience that very shortly after there is a major incident, that CNN is reading from their annual security report. It should be written as if that's likely to happen. And then it never does. That goes to the very core of administrative capability.
Right. We've all probably been through SWOT analysis, but it's truly an example of like that headline exercise.